Okay, third one's got that same thing. It's got a picture for you, but you should be able to kind of draw this without the picture. Dorothy needs to catch a hot air balloon ride back to Kansas. Unfortunately, when she's 10 meters away from the balloon, it starts rising at a rate of 5 meters per second. What is the rate of change of the angle of elevation of the hot air balloon as seen by Dorothy when the balloon is 20 meters off the ground? Now, you guys have got the picture there already, but hopefully you should be able to think about this. There's the ground, there's the balloon. Dorothy's over here. How far away is she? 10 meters. The balloon's up here. This is the angle of elevation. Dorothy's looking at the balloon and starting to cry.
Would 5 meters per second be dy dt?
Well, the balloon's going up, right?
Yeah.
So the dy dt is 5 because it's going up. And if we call this the y, we can do that. Because this is changing, and so is this distance, and so is that angle. In some problems we ask for the distance, but that's not what we're asking for now. In this case we want to know d theta dt when y equals 20. Since we're looking for an angle, you're going to have to use right triangle trig, SOHCAHTOA stuff, to end up with your answers. You can use your gold sheet if you can't remember that stuff, but hopefully we should. So if I look at what I've got, focused in on the angle, I know the opposite side and I know the adjacent side. So my relationship is just that. The tangent of theta is y over 10. 2 letters. Good to go. So now we just differentiate. Root of the tangent.
And then the 10 stays along, right?
10's along for the ride, yep. Because that's like 1/10 of y, so it's just 1/10 dy dt. Now we got to go back and plug stuff in. The secant squared of theta. Go back to your original triangle, and when y is 20, to find the secant is the hypotenuse over the adjacent. So we got to find the hypotenuse when y is 20. Here's the neat part. You really don't need to take the square root of it, because what are you going to do with the secant?
Square it.
You're going to square it. So this is 10 squared plus 20 squared, which is 500. So the hypotenuse really is the square root of 500. You're going to square it again, so you really don't necessarily need to mess with it. But the secant then is the square root of 500 over 10.
Or 5.
Then when I go back up here, putting in the secant, I'm going to square it. Theta dt, 1/10 and 20.
Is it 20 or...
Nope, it's 5, thank you.
What?
The rate was 5, dy dt.
Gotcha.
I wrote down 20. Square that That's 500 over 100, which is just 5, right? 5 d theta dt equals 5 over 10. What can I do to the 5's? Go away. d theta dt is 1/10 or 0.1 radians per second. Don't find the actual angle. Use the right triangle trig.